All right, what we're going to do is a Hei distributor install. We can start out by removing the number one spark plug, which is right here. One thing that's going to make this job easy is a clearly marked harmonic balancer. I've got a timing tab and timing tape on mine. I recommend it. So what we're going to do is we got to find the compression stroke with the number one cylinder. And what we do to find it is I'm going to place my finger in the number one spark plug hole. And we're going to rotate this motor over until we feel compression on the number one spark plug hole. This can take up to 2 revolutions. And it's going to be when both valves are closed on the number one cylinder. All right, the compression stroke is not on this round of the balancer, so it'll be coming on the next round. Sometimes with these older engines, the rubber on these balancers could have deteriorated, and the timing mark on these balancers can move. All right, we got compression, and we're going to move this thing to the 0 mark on our balancer and tab. All right, let's place the distributor in. Let's go ahead and set it down. We want to face the rotor towards the second bolt up on the driver's side. We'll put the vacuum canister in between the last 2 bolts on the passenger side. Right here. Slide it down. We did not seat the oil pump drive shaft. I'll show you how to do that next. Alright, at this time we're going to rotate the engine over 2 times to seat the distributor and set the harmonic balancer on the 10-degree initial start. 10-degree initial will work on most small and big block Chevys. That's a good place to start. Alright, we seated the distributor. We move it around. All right, first time around. Keep going here. And we'll move it to the 10-degree mark. All right, we're coming up on the 10-degree mark. All right, let's figure out what terminal on the distributor cap we're going to use for the number one spark plug. It'll be the closest one to the rotor. All right, we're set in. Looks like we're going to be using the second one from the post. We'll mark that right in the middle. All right. We're at 10 degrees timing. All right, at this time we're going to want to put the distributor hold down clamp on and lightly tighten it down. And then we're going to remove the rotor. Alright, slightly tightened down. We'll make sure that our marks are lined up. with the rotor. The rotor and our marks are lined up. Let's go ahead and move the rotor. All right, now we got the rotor removed. All right, at this time we're going to want to set the gap. The gap is advanced. This thing operates on a positive to negative. Well, what that means is I really don't know. But from what I understand is it fires when it goes negative. And from what I could determine, that's about 60 thousandths south. So we're going to take this piece of a large zip tie here, and we're going to use it to gap this pickup and reluctor. Just place it in there, and we'll set the gap. Want to make sure it's nice and easy. I tell you what, it is good right there at 60 thousandths. We should have no problem firing this thing up right there. All right, I've got this distributor pulled apart so we can see what's going on here. Let's identify some parts. This is the pickup, and this is the reluctor. If we're facing the engine, we're going to come in from the left side to create the 60 thousandths gap with the large zip tie. If you have a way to measure to make sure, but you're going to want to be sure you get that 60 thousandths gap. And you go ahead and create that gap. It'll be a little snug in there when you create it, but it'll slide easily in and out. At this point, you want to tighten your distributor down. The reason the HEI fires like this is because the HEI fires when it goes negative. And I've tried this on MSD HEI distributors. It is the same 60 thousandths gap as the GMs. All right, rotor on. I've had good luck with this method, and it's been working well for me. Go ahead and tighten the distributor down. Just figured I'd share if you guys anybody was struggling to get instant fire, wanted something different to try. We tighten down. We got our 60 thousandths gap. We are on 10 degrees initial right now. Thing can only fit in one way. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get that in there. All right, we are in there. Hook up your two distributor wires. Alright, we are on. Throw the number one spark plug back in. The 60 thousandths gap is some recommended spark plug gaps. So, alright, number one plug is in. throw these wires on real quick. 1, 5, 8, 4, 3, 7. All right. 2, 6, 6, 8, 4, 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, 7, 2. Good to go. No plugs. Any headers? Let's go ahead and fire it up right now. We're ready to go. I think anything's in the way. Give it a little bit of fuel here. Turn it on. All right. Hole.